Howdy folks, Brian Martin, the Bossman here at Four-State, coming to you once again with Josh Hurley, our cooling department manager here at BestFit. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects of all time to talk about. Peterbilt 359s. You know, these were the models that were comparable to the 57 Chevy, the 69 Camaro. That is the Peterbilt 359 when it comes to big rigs. Well, if you've got a 359 or you're seeing one today, you are bound and determined to keep that thing rolling. You are never going to put it out in the weeds and let it just go to rust. You're always going to put that back in service because it's your pride and joy. Well, let's talk about radiators because they are extremely hard to find in an aftermarket variety. Josh and the gang at BestFit has teamed up with some of our manufacturers to where we can get you a heavy-duty, superior to original equipment, all-metal brass copper unit to fit your 359 up through 1986. So, Josh, I don't want to steal any more thunder. Tell us what we're looking at right here.
So, this is your factory-style 359. It does look a little bit different than what factory does because we put some modifications in there to increase horsepower, to have more adaptability. You're talking a core that's going to be very similar to what your new style cores are from up until 2007, before they went into the plastic aluminum stuff. These cores, whether it's a 4-row or 5-row, you're going to be talking somewhere in the 40 to 50% better efficiency than what it came out factory in a 359.
Really what you're doing, we're offering 2010, 2020 cooling technology, but in a fitment that'll drop right into your 1979, 1983, 1985 model truck.
Absolutely. This is high quality thermal efficiency ratings. I mean, we put a lot of technology and a lot of efforts into building this radiator. The guys here with BestFit have done a wonderful job on building a core that can handle, you're talking probably up there around 1,200 horse.
Yeah. Well, I'm picking up on the fact that you offer this in a 4-row core or a 5-row high performance.
Yes, I offer both 4 and 5, just due to, just the capacity of the truck and what's going to be needed in it.
Another thing that's pretty cool, I like the way that you designed the top tank. So if you've got a non-charge air-cooled cat, maybe your aftercooler's on top of your engine, you've put a tank on it that will work with that arrangement, but also if you've got a charge air-cooled, like an 86 model, the tank is notched to where you can use your charge air.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was saying. It does look a little bit different compared to what your big factory, bulky aluminum one is. We did modify the design, so if you wanted to charge air it, we got the ability to do that. Or if you want to buy one of our cool packs that is already set up with the charge air mounted on it.
I'm really digging the fact too, you've went with, a lot of the early 359s I'm thinking of, they had aluminum side rails and they would always bubble and corrode. And when you start taking the tanks off, they actually just disintegrate. You've got steel side rails, steel tanks, and then that heavy duty copper brass core that you mentioned.
Yeah, on a lot of the failure points of what old 359s had is they had cast aluminum tanks, cast aluminum side rails, and the washer bars that actually hold this whole thing together were aluminum. And whenever you would have some expansion, some thermal heat, those washer bars would bubble out and wouldn't even keep any coolant inside the radiator anymore. That's why we were seeing those problems. And that's why we wanted to develop this radiator.
Yeah, but it's hard to believe that the 359 has been out of production for well over 30 years. So chances are, if you're still driving one with a stock radiator, it's probably not going to be serviceable next time you take it into the shop to get a leak fixed or a recore or something like that. So you can fix them up with a complete radiator assembly, or you could do the cool pack and get the charge air cooler if you want to upgrade, along with the radiator as one assembly.
Absolutely. This is going to fit your Detroits, your Cummins, your Cats, all the way up to 1986 before they changed the bolt pattern and style of radiator in those 359s.
I see it's got the BestFit logo cut in the side.
Absolutely. We're proud of our work.
This is a very cool part. It's not an item you're going to find at 90% of your truck radiator shops out there. They've kind of written off the 359 and not really pursuing cooling for those models. Here, we're all about the old trucks and the old iron. That old vintage iron is something we still work on all the time.
Yeah, here at Four State Trucks and BestFit, we're most excited to work with any of these vintage trucks, and we want to keep them on the road just like you do.
All right, 359 owners, you heard it here first. If you need a radiator, if you need a charge air, if you need repair, air conditioning, condenser, no matter what the need is, give Josh and the gang a call here at Four State Trucks. To find out about the entire selection of 359 radiators, just go to our website, fourstatetrucks.com. There on the homepage, type in the search bar, Peterbilt 359 radiator. It'll bring up the entire selection and you can start shopping from there.